Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Neverwinter Nights, where we're just about to defeat head jailer Erikson. Captain Erikson looks raw. It's hard to explain why. He seems to move as though imitating someone else. Each step is slightly exaggerated and forced. It's also moderate difficulty, which is not that difficult.
Halfling death!
And with his guards gone, the intellect devourer that's inside him can't jump to another body, and so we can just fight it. Since I know it's an evil creature, smite evil. I don't need intellect to defeat you. I'll lay my hands on you. See? That's how good I am. It's kinda nuts though. The intellect devourer is not entirely alive, I think. Thoroughly repugnant creature. The water deviant intellect devourer radiates evil. You cannot reach its strange features, but only a fool will think it friendly. So we can't hurt it with fire. Well, that's good to know, I guess. Well, as long as it just keeps stunning people, that's fine. Attack nearest, come on. I'm slowly hurting it. Stop going invisible.
Oh, that's liable to leave a scar.
Now, there are potions that can help defend against the effects of that. Potions of clarity, I think. I don't have any of those. But it shouldn't matter. Alright, we've interrupted it. And I think it's finally out of ranged attacks. Nope, not quite. It still has a few invisibility, uses of invisibility. Come on. Come on, little thing. You can't beat me. You can try, but you won't win. Because Tommy has healing potions for some reason. I don't fully understand, because I never see him buy any. He also seems to randomly run out, and then have more. Unless he pilfers those of me, but I don't think so.
I love this part!
And it's dead. 308 experience for that. Now, somehow I expected more. But we have it. Yay! Alright. Let's actually for a moment. Intelligence decreased. That would be in this one, wouldn't it? Doesn't tell me if that's a permanent debuff. Do you have it? Well, let's rest. Let's see if it goes away. With the death of the strange creature that consumed the head jailer's once noble mind, the Peninsula District has been returned to safety, at least from an immediate threat. The wailing death still hangs heavily over the place, however. The brain of the creature has been salvaged, and word of it should be taken to the local authorities. Zeta Spiel, the ranking officer in the area, will likely offer substantial danger pay for the completion of the task. Yes, I imagine it would. Alright, so it doesn't go away. Well, therefore we have lesser restoration scrolls. And I might as well cure Tommy. Alright. Chest is trapped.
It's done.
A Warhammer +1. I'd be surprised, but I know that's a weapon you will always get in this chest, or something similar like that. Alright, let's empty that. And now let's loot. Loot all over the place. Loot everywhere. There's not that much loot in this place anyway. Just a couple of miscellaneous gems. Gold coins. The most important loot is really the, not the bolts. The axe, or the +1 weapon that you will always get.
Okay, dokie.
Some random spells that I can't use. And then we're back to here. Is there anything else I missed? No, doesn't look it. Right then, backtrack. It's backtrack time. I mean, I could jump back to the temple and then re-enter the district, but this is probably a better way. To go all the way through for a reward. Now that it's safe. That's just a wall. Oh no. Alright, now I've got them turned around. Yeah, this way. Yeah. This layout is confusing. How did the prisoners ever build this place? I mean, really, this is a feat of engineering. I'm guessing some of this was already here, but still. I mean, you can't really carve out rooms without tools and such, and they didn't seem to have any. Otherwise they would have used pickaxes and hammers on me. And they all had clubs of some description. And here we are. Yeah, I'm guessing there's probably more history to this particular prison building than the letting on in this main story, but it's not really important because you never come back here. Well, unless there, of course, there's a module that actually takes place in Neverwinter, where the prison features more prominently. I wouldn't know, I haven't really touched any of the modules other than the ones that came with the game. Just never really felt the urge to play them. But we're almost out. The main front door. Right, time to get our just rewards. Right, boys. I've taken care of business for you. So you useless sods can go back to your regular duties.
Hello there. I'm glad to see people alive. I'm not sure what happened in the prison, but whatever it was, it's had a big effect on everyone out here.
The escaped prisoners seem to be a little less vicious. Certainly they are still dangerous, but whatever was driving the riot seems to be gone. I have no explanation. Something was controlling head jailer Elfin. I've got a piece of it. Let's have a look at that. It's the brain of an intellect devourer, isn't it? So that's why Captain Elfin was acting so strangely. Of course. The intellect devourer was one of the Vardavian creatures that Lady Aref has been searching for to help cure the plague. You'd better return this to her. That said, this is proof enough that you've done the job I required of you. I imagine 300 gold in danger pay will be sufficient. Well, I went through considerable trouble to get this. Wouldn't a higher reward be suitable? True, you appear to have performed admirably under such pressure. Here, take 375 gold, and then I will make note of it in my report. Now, if you excuse me, I must prepare that report to present to Lord Nasher. He is not well, but news of your success should lift his spirits some. Indeed it should. Right, let's leave as well. Let's tell the guy at the main gate that it's done. So he can stand down and relax. Because I have solved the problem. As I know I would. And then we shall see about getting some reward from Erebeth.
Well met.
No, he doesn't have anything to say. Good. Well, how about the people out the gate here? Surely they will be grateful.
I greet you.
I greet you, my...
Alright, so they're done. Right, let's go into the Moonstone Mask for a moment. Get rid of that trap. Hello, Torgo.
Hail-to-ye!
Do you have, what do you give for a slightly used trap? 6 gold. Well, that's not much, but it's enough. I mean, I could sell him much more, but I'll save that for Erebeth. I know his reaction was favorable, but much rather sell to Erebeth. She's, after all, the main, well, one of the main characters in the sad story that is Neverwinter and the Wailing Death. And so, we return to the Halls of Justice. Hello! I have returned victorious. Praise me.
Welcome. Do you have news of the missing Waterdavian creatures? Or is there something else you need?
Yeah, I require temple services. Right, my old warhammer, this axe, these spells that I can't use. I don't need the jailer's journal. Right, more gems I can get rid of. And I think that's about it. No, that I don't. Yeah, that journal I don't need anymore. Not entirely sure why you would need it, but that doesn't matter, does it? Does it ever? Really? Alright.
Welcome. Do you have news of the missing water Davian creatures? Or is there something else you need?
I have recovered one of the reagents for the cure.
Well done. I knew you wouldn't let me down. That was the reason we lost contact with those in the prison? As if the plague was not enough. Where others have found only failure, you have discovered shining success. Neverwinter is in your debt.
It indeed is.
Battling the plague has drained the coffers of Neverwinter. I regret I cannot offer you more than 500 gold pieces for all you have accomplished.
Well, thank you, Erebeth. You are most generous.
Is there something else you need?
No, that's all.
Farewell. May Tyr guide your steps.
I'm sure he will, because he knows how great I am. Which actually reminds me, Tommy.
Eh? What can Tommy do?
Can you continue your story from before? Nope, still not in the mood to talk. Guess we have to level up again. That's gonna take a while. Oh yes, you had a quest for us,
I
didn't you?
greet you.
Have you heard anything? Has there been any word? Please tell me if the peninsula is safe again. I've been scared to ask, everyone seems so busy. I just want to be able to go home. The peninsula is returning to normal now. Everything is fine. Because of me. Oh, I don't know how to thank you. Really, you are just too kind. I just hope it was in time for some of my neighbors. Thank you, really. I have nothing more to offer, but I mean it. Thank you. So much. I don't know your name. Malcolm Erikson. Remember it. I certainly will. I thank you again, Malcolm Erikson. Now, if you excuse me, I must be off and run away before I can finish this sentence. I don't want my home sitting idle another moment. And then why are you going into the... You have a name? Nope. You don't have anything useful to say. Clancy?
Greetings.
No. Yeah, some of these guys have names, but are not particularly important. Well, I think it's time for a little story break. Let's hear the rest of these stories. Let's start with a noble story from Dalen Red Tiger. Because I believe the stories pretty much come in 3 parts to start, really. There's the introduction story bit, the middle story bit, which Tommy has already told us, and then the final bit where they explain what they need to get your item.
I have been waiting for you.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's talk.
Is there something you need?
Well, if you're going to be my henchman, I'd like to know more about you. I would ask, Malcolm, that before I tell you about myself, you tell me something about yourself. Among my people, it is said that in knowing our companions, we come to know ourselves. I admit that I fight only for gold, but I know nothing of your motivations. Why do you serve Neverwinter during these darkest of times? In times of darkness, great heroes must do great deeds. It is how legends are forged. So you seek to make a name for yourself here, Malcolm. A noble cause, and one I am familiar with. I came to the city to make a name for myself, Malcolm. To forge a legend that would even the tribe of my mother would hear. Instead, I found myself guarding crates and barrels against common thugs. Yet even in the sordid world of docks, my reputation spread. Several captains asked me to join their crews. Perhaps if the plague had not come, the name Dalen Red Tiger would have become a legend on the high seas. Don't worry, Dalen. Stick with me, and bards will sing your praises. Well, after they first mentioned me, then you. Potentially. Perhaps it is for the best. Had I joined the ship's crew, it's unlikely the Ulfgard would have ever heard of my accomplishments. My place is here, in the north. This is the land of my birth. And this is where I must fulfill my destiny. I bring no honor to my mother's name by fleeing on a ship. Only if I can stay, I can hope to redeem the shame of my father's blood and end my exile. Exile? Shame of your father's blood? What are you talking about? Please forgive me, Malcolm. I became lost in the moment. The drums of glory momentarily distracted me from the task at hand. It will not happen again. No, Dalen? Tell me what you were talking about. I want to hear it. Please, Malcolm. The things I said before, the words were, "This is not the time to speak of such things. Perhaps later. I will speak more of this, but not now." And thus we end this episode. Thank you for watching. See you all next time.